Hi students, now welcome to the second lecture on the concept, that is our series revision series 2021. Okay, so this is series first video is already you watched. Okay, that is released on 28th May at a morning 10 a.m. Now let us the second video, that is about the lecture number 2, and with very important three concepts of chapter electricity. Okay, so in the first chapter we cover some concept, that is electricity, potential difference, okay, and Ohm's law, and solve so many problems. Now in the second lecturer, in the second slot, we can take the another very important concept of electricity, and that is here factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. Okay, and then very important concept is resistance of a system of resistors. One is series and one is parallel, and then most important numericals from NCERT and the PYQs, means previous year question paper, on these two concepts. Okay, which cover these two concepts, like numericals we solve and like theoretical problem we solve today. Okay, before going to this NCERT problems and PYQs, first come to learn the what is the concept is behind these titles. Okay, the concept of factor affecting factor on which resistance is depend, and then the concept behind the series, and then parallel, and which important points we have to remember here to solve the problems in examination. Okay, so let us start the video with a very important first concept, that is factors on which resistance of a resistor is depend, and that is very important concept, and from this concept so many questions are arises here, right? So let us start with this concept. Let us see first point I have mentioned here. We know that about resistance. Okay, because before going to factors, we have to come across what is meant by resistance or resistor. Okay, we know that resistor. Okay, we know that resistor. Okay, I can take resistance here. So what is mean by resistance here? So see, we already know that about resistance or resistor. It is an property of a material which resists the flow of electricity. Okay, that is called a resistor. Okay, so I can make it resistor. Okay, before I can make a resistor. Okay, so let us see the property of the material. The property of the material that resist the flow of electricity. That is called as resistors. Okay, that is called resistor. So let us see here. Here, whenever we take resistor, so in the same time we take about electricity. Okay, let us see. We come across two terms, very important terms. One is good conductor. Okay, one is good conductor, and one term is right, that is called a bad conductor, or we also said insulator. Okay, also called as an insulator. So see, for those the materials which having the low resistance, that is called as good conductor. Okay, so what is my good conductor here? The material which offer low resistance. See here, any material which offer low resistance, in that case it is called as a good conductor. Why? Because of in the low resistance the flow of current is more, that is the flow of current is more, current is higher, I can take higher, and that is very important. See here, whenever the resistance is low, the current is higher. Okay, that is very important, you remember. So in the circuit, whenever the emitters show high current, that means there is a low resistance, that is inversely. Okay, you have to remember that, but this point we use later. Okay, what is again repeated? Whenever the emitter show high value of current, then that means that the circuit having low resistance, right? So I can write here for your convenience, whenever the emitter shows high current, current flow in the circuit, then what happened here? Then that circuit, then it means, okay, then that circuit has dash resistance. What is the answer? Right, you are right, that is low resistance. That is very important. Okay, that is low resistance. So that is very important. In the examination may be asked you how to remember. Whenever your ammeter reading showing in higher current flow, okay, whenever the current flowing in the current is more, a circuit is more, it means that is an low resistance. Okay, for means that for the easy flow of current. Okay, what is mean that again we can conclude here, for the easy flow of current, okay, easy flow of current, the resistance of the conductor must be low. Okay, so that is selected as a good conductor. Okay, so I have so many conductors, copper, aluminum, silver, so many there. So I can selected copper. Why? Because of it is offer a low resistance, right? So which offer a low resistance, that is used for transmission of electricity. Okay, that is very important. In examination they ask why for which type of conductor are, okay, which type of conductor are good for transmission of electricity. What is question? Which type of conductors are good for the transmission of electricity? So answer is which offer low resistance. Okay, which offer low resistance. When the offer low resistance, more amount of current is flow and there is a less wastage is less here. Okay, there is no waste of current in the low resistance. Okay, that is point you have to remember. When we come across the insulator, that is totally opposite of the good conductor. What here? Which offer what? Higher resistance, that is higher resistance. So higher resistance means what about the current ammeter reading? Let us tell me, comment in the comment box. If the insulator offer high resistance, the ammeter reading is what happened here? Is ammeter reading decrease or increase? What is your answer? If there is a high resistance in the circuit, so what about the ammeter reading? It is decrease or increase? Right, you are right. That is what? Decrease. Correct. The current is decrease because of high resistance. Whenever low resistance, the current is high. If the resistance is high, the current is low. That is very important to remember. So same sentence you are correct. Whenever the ammeter shows low resistance, in the place of high you can low resistance current flow, then the circuit have high resistance. Okay, again for the difficult flow of the current, the resistance will be higher. Okay, if the current is not be flow easily, means it is a high resistance. So that is very important point to remember, the relation between resistance and the current. Okay, the relation between the resistance and the current, and that is very important to understand the factor on which resistance is depend, right? So understand what is relation between current and the resistance, that is inversely, right? Whenever the resistance is high, the current is low. So I can say that resistance is inversely proportional to the current. That is, you have to remember this, this is very important for you. Okay, whenever the high resistance, the current will low. Whenever the resistance is low, the current will be high. Okay, so that is one statement that is not given in the NCERT, but when we did these sentences, you get this formula. Okay, that is resistance is inversely proportional to the current. So that concept is very important to learn about the factor on which resistance of a resistance is depend. Okay, let us start that concept. Hope you understand these all things. Simple is there. We study first about resistor, that is a property which opposes the flow of current. Okay, if there is a greater opposition means high resistance. Okay, if it is a less opposition means low resistance. Okay, so what is effect on current? High resistance, low current, low resistance, high current. So that is the effect on the current. Okay, so let us see the main topic, that is factor on which the resistance of a resistor is depend. Okay, now make concept clear first, okay, then we easily solve the problems, right? So let us see the factor on which resistance of a resistor depend. Now let us think here. I can make a see here, conductor. I can take a conductor, okay, I can make a conductor, and what I do here, conductor length I increase, okay, I can take any conductor and then increase the length of a conductor. What I do, I take a conductor and I increase the length of that conductor, okay, and then I pass a current. So I observe that current, okay, that is ammeter reading or current, any ammeter reading decreases. What it does mean? We observe that when the current is decreases, resistance is inversely proportional to current, correct? It is from Ohm's law, okay. So see here, resistance is inversely proportional to current. So what happens here, when I increase the length of a conductor, for example the length is 1 centimeter, I make it 2 centimeter. Sorry, if for example in meter, take meter, if a length of conductor is 1 meter, I can make it is 2 meter, okay. So what is current is decrease. How much the current in the 1 meter, that must be decreased in the 2 meter. For example, in 1 meter of a length, the 2 ampere current is flowing. When I make the 2 meter, what happened? It is a 1 ampere. So current is what? Decreases. Whenever I increase the length, what happened? The current is decreases. So see here, when the current is decreases, when the current is decreases, when resistance is increases, means that when I increase the length of a conductor, what happened? Resistance is also increases. That is point you have to remember. When this happen, when we increase the length, right? When we increase the length, we observe that, what we observe? We observe that the current resistance is also increases, right? So resistance increases, current is now match it is, so current is now decreasing. So we write first factor on which the resistance of a resistor depend. The number one factor is resistance of a resistor is depend on its, okay, depend on the length of the conductor, the length of the conductor. How it is? See, length increases, resistance increases, means directly proportional. I can write here R is directly proportional to the L. Clear concept? Any doubt here? If any doubt, kept in the comment box, okay. So see here, simple, I can take relation between length and the resistance, okay. So whenever I increase the length, the current is decreased. So we know that when current is decreased, when the resistance is increased. So we let conclude that the length is increased means the resistance is also increased, so it is directly proportional. So let us take next one. Next factor, that is about area, okay. I can make here, I select, okay, selected a conductor. I selected a conductor whose which is thicker means more area, thicker. So what happened? The current, we observe that ammeter reading increases. That is just opposite. So what happened here? When I increase the area, so what happened here? Then I observe that current increase. So when the current is increased, you are right, resistance is decrease, correct. So match now it is area and see here, area is increase, more nothing but increase, okay, means it is taken a thicker meaning more area, thin meaning less area. Another term is thin means less area, You have to remember this point. Okay, thick means thicker, more area. Thin means thinner, means it is less area. So thick I taken, more area. When the area is more, the current is more. When the current is more, when resistance, what happened? There is a low resistance. Low resistance is decreases. So we conclude that when I increase the area, resistance is decreases. So that is second point is, that is the area of, okay, the resistance, the factor on the resistance of a conductor depends on area of cross section, area of cross section of the conductor, okay, of the conductor. That is when the a resistance or low, what is area? It is more. So we can take by inversely proportional, right? Inversely proportional. So some factors also there, that is, see here, copper having different resistance, silver having different resistance, okay, then aluminum having different R. So different is there for different nature, for different resistance. Or then we say that it is also depend on, it is also depends on nature of a material, okay, nature of a material. And the fourth one is also depend on temperature. Also depend on temperature of a conductor, okay, temperature of a conductor. So these very four factors we have to study. So that is, see, very important. In examination they ask, write a factors on which the resistance of a resistor conductor depends. So we can write four factors. One is about length, and one is about area, and one is about nature, and one is about temperature. Okay, so this is very important point you have to remember. So this is recall for you. Okay, how we taken. So one point, remember, when the conductor thick, the current is more. When the conductor thin, the current is less. Why? In the thicker, area is more, resistance is less, current is more. In the thin, area is less, conductor is more, resistance is more, current is less. Okay, right. So that is one by one I can explain you, right? So okay, I can give you one equation here. See, R is directly proportional to N and inversely proportional to the. This is the first point we get. I can remove this proportionality constant, okay, that is by a symbol, that is write that rho. It is called as rho into L by A. Okay, so what is rho here? This is called as a rho. Okay, proportionality constant. Okay, proportionality constant called as electrical resistivity or simple resistivity. Okay, your choice, electrical resistivity or simple resistivity. Okay, so this is formula very important. R is equal to rho into, here into is there, into L by A. Okay, so R for resistance, it is for resistivity or electrical resistivity. In shortcut we call it resistivity. And what is A? A is the length, okay, in meter, and area of cross section, that is called area of cross section, which is in meter square. Okay, so that is very important point you have to be remember, right? So this is the formula and the term, and the resistance must be in ohm. Okay, resistance in ohm, and the length in meter, and the area in meter square. So what is unit about rho? That is very important. So that is also what is the SI unit of rho, may be asked in examination. So directly we can write, but use the equation and find the what is rho. Okay, so R is equal to rho into L by A. So I say that R must be in ohm. Okay, and what is rho? It is question mark, and L must be in the in the meter. Okay, with length is must be in meter, so it is meter, and area must be in meter square. Okay, so see, meter get cancel, 1 meter. So this meter this side means rho is equal to ohm meter. So what is the SI unit of ohm? It is the ohm meter. Okay, the SI unit of resistivity, SI unit. So SI unit of resistance is ohm, resistivity is ohm meter. So please write down these all points, very important. Okay, about resistivity. These are the very important concept. And now I can discuss some more about the resistivity. Okay, resistance is not more. Resistance, I already explained what is the meaning of resistance and what is resistance and current is related, and then what is the resistance and length and resistance with the area. Okay, now we focus on that point that is called as resistivity. Okay, resistivity also we focus, and also we focus on length and area. Okay, when R is over, and now let us see what is resistivity here. After resistivity, I can focus on length and area. Length and area, some questions are there. Because of that, we have to take concept on length and area. So first and finish resistivity concept, and then about length and area. So okay, so first take down all these formula, their terms and their okay, the units. And then come to the next concept on resistivity. Okay, please write down this one. Okay, students, now take the important concept of resistivity. Okay, so we learned just now formula R is equal to rho into L by A. Okay, so in this formula I get a new concept, that is what? Resistivity. R rho is equal to RA divided by L. Okay, this is the formula, and the SI unit of this rho is taken as, okay, it is nothing but ohm meter. Okay, ohm meter. Right, now let us start with some very important concept according to resistivity. So see here, one point you have to remember, resistivity. Okay, resistivity also called as electrical resistivity. Okay, let's just I tell you electrical resistivity, or in simplify we can take it as only resistivity. Okay, so both are same, electrical resistivity. Okay, one point you have to remember. And the another point, resistivity or electrical resistivity is depends on nature of a material. Nature of a material means different material show different value of resistivity. How I say this point? With help of this table. You observe this table of NCERT, very important. Do not memorize these values because it is not be for examination. They only give the values. Okay, do not need to memorize these constants. Okay, they can give in the question paper their constants. Okay, you only learn about, understand about concept related to that numbers. So see here, different conductor having different resistivity in meter. So that is right here. So different material shows different values of resistance. So observe here, silver having different resistors, copper having different value. Okay, these value called as resistivity. So it is different is there. So I conclude that conductor having different resistivity, in alloys having different resistivity, and the insulator having different resistivity. Okay, so that is point you have to be remember, right students? So that is very important point. So resistivity, that is important point you have to remember. This is okay, I make underline of this point, that is resistivity is depend on the nature of a material. Okay, that is one. And also one point you have to remember here, both resistance and resistivity vary with temperature. Okay, they change with temperature. Whenever the temperature changes, the resistivity also change and the resistance is also changed. So that point you have to be remember, students. Okay, next point, student, about see here, metal and alloys. Metal and alloys offer low resistance. That is the important point to remember. Offer low resistance. Sorry, low resistivity, not resistance. Low resistivity. Okay, how much it is? If we call means the number is given in NCERT, there is 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter. This point you have to be remembered. That is why metals and alloys. Okay, metals and alloys offer low resistivity. So examination may ask, what is the resistivity of metal and alloy? It is low resistivity. Okay, which is rise between range is 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meters. Okay, this point you have to be remember. And insulator like rubber offers high resistivity. Okay, that is it is called as a bad conductor. Okay, so high resistivity, how much it is? If they ask me, it is all about the range of 10 to the power 12 ohm meter to 10 to the power 17 ohm meter. Okay, that point you have to be remember. It is from the NCERT line to line. Okay, so that is very important. You have to be remember. These points are very important. First points which is important to remember about resistivity. So again I explain here, also called as electric resistivity, and resistance is depend on nature of the material. That is very important. It is different for different materials, and then both resistance and resistors are vary with the temperature, and the materials allow so metals and alloys metal and alloys offer low resistivity, about range of how much range? 10 to the power -8 to 10 to the power -6. And then insulator like rubber offer the high resistance, okay, in the range of 10 to the power +12 to 10 to the power +17 ohm meter. So this is point you have to be remember, students. Okay, so this is all, write these all points or take a screenshot. Okay, pause the video and take a screenshot or write the notes. Okay, this is a very important formula of rho resistivity is equal to RA by L, and then these are the very important points. Okay, now let us see some other points about the resistivity. Resistivity. So see, we observe that alloys, okay, alloys are used for, okay, used for water heater, okay, and electric toaster, okay, electric toaster, and some points are given electric toaster in electric iron, okay, in a electrical iron, etc. Okay, so we observe that the alloys are used for water heater. So we use a water heater coils, that is made up of alloys, and the electric toaster, okay, that is also made up of alloys, and then electric iron, that is also made up of alloys. So what are the reason behind this concept? Why we use alloys? Why we not use the metals? Why we selected alloys? That is very important. Why we selected alloys in the place of pure metals for these concepts? Okay, so two things are there. One is conductor and one is alloy. Conductors are the pure metals, whether the alloy is the mixing of homogeneous mixture of metals and non-metals, right? But why we avoid pure metal and we take alloy in the case of these electrical heater, electrical toaster, and electrical iron? That is very important. Okay, why it is? See, when we compare, okay, when we compare to alloy and their constituent metals. For example, I can take one alloy. Okay, for example, take a alloy that is in the book is given one alloy, that is like a nichrome. Okay, nichrome. Okay, nichrome. So nichrome is a conductor which is called, it is a alloy, and it is made up of 4 metals, that is what? One is copper, that is nothing but that is nickel, okay, Cr, chromium, and then Mn, magnesium, and then it is a Fe, iron. Okay, see, so this is nothing but alloy. Okay, and these, how we make alloy chromium? It is with help of nickel, chromium, manganese, and iron. So these are called as constituent metals. Okay, now let us compare the resistivity of row of this and the row of all these. What you observe? To see a table yourself, see that the nichrome resistivity is higher as compared to their constituent metals, that is, it is lower. You get idea? Lower resistivity. So why we selected alloy here? Because of for the water heater, for the electric toaster, and for the electric iron, we required a conductor. We required a conductor which have high resistivity, high rho. So in this, in check here, chrome resistivity is higher than their constituent metal. The resistivity of nickel is lower than this. The resistivity of chromium lesser than rho, this nichrome, and the magnesium resistivity is lesser than this nichrome, and the iron resistivity is lesser than this nichrome. So we require a higher resistivity metal. So we get alloy is higher than its constituent metals. So one point remember, that is the resistivity of alloy is higher than its constituent metals. Okay, the resistivity of alloy is higher than its constituent metals. That is why it is used in the electric heater, electric toaster, and electric iron. One thing, that is one reason. That is one reason. And the second reason is it does not oxidized means burn. Okay, burn readily. Okay, it is not easily burn. Okay, whenever we heat, for example, coil heater, when we heat it at a more maximum temperature, it is not melt, because of it is high. Because of that, it does not oxidize or burn. So that is why the two reasons are there why we use alloys. So what is first reason why we use alloy in these all instruments? Because of alloy having higher resistivity as compared to their constituent metals. And then second one, alloy does not oxidize or burn readily at a high temperature, at a very high temperature. So this point you have to remember. Okay, when we solving the questions, we get this type, then I can clearly solve your I can clearly give the answer. But here I can give in the revision, I can give only points here. Okay, so very important, you remember these important points. So again repeated, why resistivity use? One is resistivity is higher compared to that of constituent metals, so alloy is used. And then why alloy is used, again means reason, it does not burn readily even at a high temperature. Okay, at a high temperature it is not burn or melt. Okay, so these are students about the resistivity you have to be remember. Okay, these are very important points. Okay, so now let us see the some other things related to resistivity there in the NCERT. So I think I can cover all the points about resistivity. Okay, resistivity. See here again for transmission, last point is there, for transmission of electricity from one place to another, the conductor used which have low resistivity. That is very important. Okay, so for the transmission of electricity, for example, from one place to one place, we have electric poles, we can transmit electricity. Okay, so that case we have to use the conductor which offer low resistivity, because there is no loss of current. If there is a high resistivity, there is loss of current. So to prevent the loss of current, we have to take low resistivity conductor. So one is for the water heater, for the electric toaster, for the electric iron, high resistivity required, so we take alloy. And in the case of transmission of electricity, we selected a low resistivity. That is very important, and based on that one problem is there, I can solve it later on, but you have to understand that concept. When we take high resistivity for heating devices, and when we take low resistivity for transmission of electricity, from one place to another place. Okay, so this is one point you have to remember. Okay, write down this one. Now students, see here the next point I have to remember. Okay, about length and area. Okay, about R is equal to, so resistance is over, resistivity is over, then length and area. So see here, if we increase the length by double, increase length by double, okay, double, what happens on resistivity? Tell. If length is doubled, what is our resistance? So let us check here. So I can write here R is equal to rho L by A. Okay, what I done here, I can increase the new resistance R dash. I increase the length by double, that is L is 2L. So what is about here? I can take 2 outside, so I can get here L by A. Okay, now let us see what happened. This is what? This is R, this is R. So now new resistance is equal to rho 2 times of R. So we observe that when the length is doubled, the resistance is also doubled. Okay, resistance also doubled. And what is about area? What is about area? Okay, see here, if I think about, if I increase area by 2A, so what about the resistance? See here, okay, rho is equal to L by 2A. So our new resistance, that is 1 by 2 rho by LA. So observe that is what? Half of R. So resistance is what? Resistance is decreases to half. See here, length double, resistance is half, reverse. Okay, and the length double, resistance is also doubled. Depend on because of inversely proportional. Doubled, this is also doubled. If this is doubled, it is half. Doubled, half. Reverse is, inverse is what? 1 by 2, half. Right? So like that you have to be remember and understand the points. Okay, so one numerical I can take later on this concept. So after resistivity, we come to the next very important point, that is about the connection in series and parallel. Okay, small concept is there. First is series. Okay, first concept is resistance are in series. Okay, so resistance are in series. So here when we take resistance are in series, so see here, we first draw diagram. So see here, I can take R1, R2 and R3 and so on. Okay, and selected on 3 here are connected in series. Okay, with a battery, ammeter, okay, voltmeter and key and switcher key. So what is the diagram? See here, in such diagram is there, if connection is resistor, okay, resistance is series nothing but their connection is okay, side to side connection. Okay, like that, end to end connection we say. Okay, end to end connection. So this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, and here ammeter in series. We know that ammeter is always connected in series, so ammeter in series. And then here I can take key, that is K. I can take here battery, that is like that, small, big, small, big, small and big, and here a connect plus and minus. This is called R1 and this is called R2 and this is called R3. Okay, so I can apply a potential difference, okay, from here to here, only one. So that is called always connected in parallel, that is plus and minus. So this is what students about the direction of current is. Okay, that is current I. Okay, so student, this is called as the resistance are connected in series. Okay, so see here, whenever the resistance are connected in series, one point remember, current through, okay, current through R1 R2 and R3 is same current can flow, but voltage is different at each resistance. Okay, so see here, R1 having different volt, R2 having different volt and voltage, and R3 having different voltage. So we can add all the voltage. So in the video, in the electricity chapter video, I explain all the derivation here, but I not explain derivation here. I only write the diagram directly. So I can write the formula directly in the order of series connection. How do you calculate total resistance? Means we can add all things. Okay, how we get this formula? Please watch my videos on electric chapter. Okay, total videos explanation is there. So we get R1 plus R2 plus R3. 4 means it is R plus 4. So we can all the resistance. If you have all added all the resistance, it is for series. In the case of parallel, we done reciprocal. Okay, so this is about in series diagram. Okay, so in the series the current is same but different in the voltage, and we get the derivation, or finally we get a formula, that is RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the one concept of series resistance. Okay, after that I can write about parallel. Okay, about the parallel. When I come to the parallel, so diagram is changed. Okay, so I can write the R1 R2 are connected in parallel. Okay, I can connect it in a parallel. So what is diagram? See here. So in case of parallel, the diagram is different. Okay, so the diagram is in parallel means like that. See here. Okay, like that. This is the diagram for parallel. Okay, so I can connect it here battery. Okay, I connected here key. Then in series I can connect here ammeter. Okay, and the current is flow I. When current is divided here, in the current R1 having different current, that is I can write I1 here, I2 here, I3. Okay, R2 having current I2 and R3 current having I3. So different current in the parallel, but in the series current is same but parallel current is different. Okay, now then current is now add up and we get again current total I. Okay, now here I connected a voltmeter in parallel. So voltage is same across all the resistance. Okay, so one point remember, current is different. Okay, at each R, then voltage is same. Voltage is same across all the R's. So these are very important. When we have to want to calculate all the plus of, okay, the sum of all the resistance in parallel, so I can take R parallel is equal to, that is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, this is a formula, reciprocal, just reciprocal of a resistance. Okay, so this is the formula we use in the later in the problem for parallel connections. Okay students, these are very important. And next point, you have to be practice the advantage and disadvantage and the advantage and disadvantage of parallel and series. So that is the theory question is there. So you have practiced and practice all that questions. What is the advantage and disadvantage between series and parallel? Okay, that is homework for you. Okay, so let us start with the next point, that is about the after concept. Let us start with problem solution on these concepts. Okay, how the problems are asked. So I can take some problems on parallel and series. So I can start with the first example on resistivity, because we first started the resistivity concept. So examples are on resistivity is very important. So let us take one question here. See example number 1, numerical from the question from the examination 2016. Okay, so see here, a copper wire of resistivity 1.63 into 10 to the power -8 ohm meter, -8 ohm meter has a cross section area of 10.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter square. Okay, calculate the length of the wire required to make a 20 ohm coil. So that is, student, very important, you have to be write down. Okay, see here solution. So we know that resistivity given means you have used the formula that is given. I write first given here. So what is given here? See here, resistivity given, that is rho is equal to 1.63 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. Right, now let us next given has a cross section area given directly, that is A is equal to 10.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. Cannot meter means again I can take here meter means 1 by 100, so it is -2 square means it is -4, correct, meter square, right, -2 square means it is a -4 meter square. So let us see next one, calculate the length of n. So we have to calculate length, okay, and then resistance given R is equal to 20 ohm. So now use the formula R is equal to rho into L by A, correct. So we require L means L is equal to RA divided by rho, correct. So now put the values, we get answer. So see here, R is equal to 20, okay, A is equal to, carefully, 10.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 and into A is over, okay, finish. Then what is rho? Rho is equal to here 1.63 into 10 to the power minus 8. Now simplify one by one. I can make here, see, 2 into 20 for my convenience, okay, and then I can make here 103 by 10, okay, I can write 10 denominator later, okay, minus 4, and then I can make it is 100, so 163 by 100, 2 decimal into 10 to the power 8 into 10, 110 from this decimal, okay, 10. So now let us try one by one. See here, 1010 get cancelled, okay. So what happened here? 2 into 10 into 103 into 10 to the power minus 4, and this 10 upside means it is into 10, okay, into 10 divided by what is here, 10 to the power 163 10 to the power minus 8, okay, this is you get, okay, student, carefully done this one, you get this concept, okay. Now let us take how much it is, 10 to the power, I can not make any mistakes here, all correct, so right, it is correct. So this is about 2 into 103, okay, then I can make correct, and that 10 here, 10 how much it is, see here, 10 to the power minus 4, 10 how much it is 10 square, okay, so divided by 163 10 to the power minus 8. Now let us see what happened here. 2 into 103, it is 206 into 10 to the power, how much it is minus 2, and it is 10 to the plus 8 on top, so we get how much it is 163, okay, 163. If we divide 200 not by 163, how much we get? So actually student, we get here 1.2638 into 10 to the power, how much it is? See, 8 minus 2, it is 10 to the power 6. Okay, 10 to the power 6. I can done something here, mistake. See here, 2 into 10, okay, 10 to the power minus 8 it is. Okay, I can make something here. Row is correct. Okay, area is how much given? Area is 10 to the minus 4. Okay, okay, this is RA, 20 into 10 to the power 4. Oh, I can mistake here. 4 into 4 is there na. Okay, I can do here 4 for how much it is? It is minus 8. Okay, correct here. I can mistake here. I cannot take minus 4 double, minus 4 minus 4. So it is minus 8. So I can get here minus 8. Okay, it is minus 8. It is minus 8 and now it is back change. Okay, now let us see one by one. So here how much it is? 2 into 10 into, okay, how much it is? 206 into correct, it is here 10 to the power minus 8 and here 10 to the power minus 8. This 2 is how much it is? 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 163 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, correct. So now let us see 206 divided by 163. Okay, what is your value? See, then 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 to the power plus 8. Okay, that is. Now let us see if we divide. Okay, if I divide all these things, means I get a value that is directly here. Try yourself. It is 1.638 into, see here how much it is? 10 to the power plus 2. Okay, now I can make here this point here, it is 126. Okay, 120, I can make here 126.38 means I can make here 100 divide. Okay, here how much it is? 2. So here this here 126.38 divided by 100 means it is power 2. So power 2 get cancel. So I get length is equal to, so I get length is equal to 126.38 meter. Okay, so this is student, we have done the very importantly. Okay, so I can make here some mistake. I can forget to write double there, only I can write this one. So it is 10 to the power minus 4 it is given, and this 10 to the power minus 4 is from, we convert centimeter to meter. Okay, centimeter is a 10 to the minus 2, minus 2 square is here because meter square, so square is minus 4. So I can forget to write minus 4. So if I write minus 4 means it is minus 8. So simplify, you get the length answer. So carefully you divide. Okay, you divide this all things. Okay, yourself do. If you divide this 206 by 163, you can this 1.2638, and then I can make 2 decimal jump here, means we get 126 by 100.38. so this get cancelled. So I get how much? 126.38 meter is the length of a conductor to make the resistance of 20 ohm. Okay students, this is the another very important point you have to be remember. Okay, so please write down this one. Okay, so after this I can take another example from the previous year. Okay, similar example is there from the NCERT. If you observe the NCERT, similar example is there. Okay, I can solve that also. Okay, so I can make the solution of that also, which is helpful for you maybe. Okay, see here, the solution question is resistance of a material of a material wire of length 1 meter is 26 ohm at temperature is given, that is not related to the formula, 20 degrees Celsius. If the diameter is given of the wire is 0.33 millimeter, So what will be the resistivity of the metal? Resistivity of the metal. Okay students, that is very important point you have to remember. See a solution. Okay, see here, write first given. So length is given 1 meter. Okay, and then R is given, that is 20 ohm. So then diameter is given, that is D is equal to 0.3 millimeter. Milli nothing but 10 to the power minus 3 meter converted. And we have to find the what is resistivity. We have to find the rho. Rho is equal to question mark. So now formula is R is equal to rho into L by A. What is rho here? See here, rho is equal to RA by L. But student, area is not given. They give okay, they give diameter. So we know that conductor area is nothing. Conductor like that. Conductor in the form of cylinder. So what is this area? Circle of area. So now area A is equal to, okay, what happens here? They give area of circle is pi r square. Okay, pi r square. So what is R here? We know that R is nothing but 2 times of D. Right? So R is equal to nothing but what? D by 2. D by 2. So in the place of R I can write half diameter. So pi is equal to D by 2 whole square. So what is here? Area is equal to, it is pi D square divided by 4. Okay, now put the value in this equation. What happens here? Rho is equal to R, what is A? A is pi D square divided by 4L. This 4 into L. Now put the values. R is equal to 20, right? And then pi is equal to take 3.14 into take D. D how much? Square is there. 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3 square. Okay, next 4 into what is L? 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter. So let us take here 20. Okay, I can make 314. Okay, and then it is 0.09 square. 0.3 square is 0.09 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, I can make here 4 into 100. 100 nothing but what? There 3.14 I can make 100. Now let us see, like this is also 100. So 20 into 314 into 9 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 4 into 100 square. Okay, 110 square into again 100 of this 9. Again 100. So now we get the solution here. We get 20 into 314 into 9 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 4 into 10 to the power plus 2 plus 2, it is a plus 4. Okay, it is a plus 4. So now let us see the calculation here. I can directly make calculation. So actually resistance is 26, no? Okay, 26. So I can make a 26. 26. 26. So here see 26 means I can make 26 into 13 into 9. So in that case I get 73476 into 10 to the power minus 6 and it is minus 4. Okay, now divide by 4. Now if I divide 73476 by 4, I get 18369 into 10 minus 6 minus 4 minus 10. So now I take this one, 2 decimal here, 1 and 2. So I get here how much it is? 69 into 10 to the power minus 8. 10 to the power minus 8. I can make another 1 point means 1 2. How much it is? 1.63 into 10 to the power 6369 into 10 to the power minus 6. It is resistivity, no? It is ohm meter. Okay, that is 1 point. So 4 decimal is taken. Okay, 1 2 3 4. 4 minus nothing but again it is 6. Okay, so this student about the ohm resistivity problems. So carefully solve these problems. So 26 is there, so write 26, you get the solution of this one. So it is simple here. Very important thing is that you have to convert the area. When the diameter is given, you have to write like that. How to convert area means, when the diameter is given, you have to calculate area like that. So pi r square, in the place of r we can write d by 2. Why d by 2? Because the diameter is given, so that is why we d by 2. So d is equal to 0.3 into 10 to the minus 6, 2 nothing but 4, so we can 4 here. Okay, so students, this is about the resistivity problem. So please write down this one, and next we take another problems. Okay, please write down this one. Okay students, now take the another example which is related to the parallel connection. Okay, so the question is, a circuit diagram is given as shown below. Calculate number 1, total effective resistance of the circuit. Second one, the total current in the circuit. Okay, next third one, the current through each resistor. Okay, see, that is very important, you have to be calculated here. So one by one I can solve here solution. So here diagram, so diagram is given, so diagram is like that. See, okay, this is 2 ohm, 5 ohm, 5 ohm. Then here see, diagram is 2 ohm, voltage they are given parallel, and the diagram is battery is given, it is about 10 volt, and here key is there, and then ammeter in series. This is the diagram they give. Okay, it is given diagram. I current is flow. Okay, I current is flow. So see here, we clearly observe that this is a parallel connection. So first one, in the parallel connection given, how do you calculate effective resistance? So it is R1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So I can make it is R1 R3, correct? Now let us see, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10, correct? Now let us this one. So let us see, when you calculate what is the LCM here. So what is LCM here? 10 is the LCM. So I can make 10 means it is into 5, it is into 2, it is into 1. So it is 5u plus 2 plus 1 is equal to how much it is? It is 1 by Rp is equal to 8 by 10. So Rp is equal, reciprocal is equal to 10 by 8. Okay, it is 10 by 8 ohm. Okay, this is what effective resistance. If you divide this means we get 1.25 ohm. Okay, so this is what total resistance. Why we calculate this? Because of in parallel. Let us see total current in the circuit. So total current means we have to find what is current there, what is current here, and what is current here to each resistor. So actually first we find the current through each resistor. So simple one. See the next point. We know that formula, Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay, so voltage through R is V, correct? Okay, and the current through R1 is I1, and the resistance is R1. correct? So like that we get voltage, how much it is, voltage 10, okay, and current is, we have to calculate what is R1 is how much it is 2. So I1 is equal to 5 ampere. Okay, next V is equal to IR. Now for second, V is same, I is I2, R2. So how much it is, V is again 10, what is R2, R2 is 5, it is I2. So I2 is equal to 10 by 5, it is 2 ampere. Okay, now let us from R3, so V is equal to IR. So what is V? V is equal to same as it is 10. What is current? It is I3. And what is resistance? It is I3. So 10, what is I3? I3 is 10. So it is R3 is 10. So 10 by 10 1. So I3 is 1 ampere. Okay. So total current I is equal to what is I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. It is 5 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to how much? 8 ampere. It is about 8 ampere total current in the circuit. Okay students, so this is how do you calculate. So current through the each resistance is what? Current through R1 is, okay, you have to calculate the current through each resistance, okay, later. Current through the each resistance, that is 1. From R1 it is 1 ampere, from R2 it is 2 ampere, from R3 it is 1 ampere. So that is what current through each resistance. So students, this is all about the solution we have to done here. Okay, hope you understand this problem. So please write down this one. Okay, now let us see next problem on this concept. There so many problems are there, so you go and check it out, problems in the Google, in the internet, and then you have to solve the problems, okay, your own. Okay, that is helpful for you, solving problems your own, right? So another one, I can take example that is important for, it is not be repeated. I can check some more examples to be solved. Okay, so I can get another example from series here, that is for series. Okay, okay, for series, see here, see, study the following circuit, answer the question that follows. Okay, see here, connection is given, that is connection is like that. Okay, that is K. Okay, now here ohm, and again here connected this like. Okay, so your current is like that. Here this is a plus, this is minus, current is like that. Okay, current is like that. So we have to here what quantity we have learned here. See here, we have to state type of connection. State the type of connection. Which type of connection is there? You have to state. And the second is how much current, how much current through 10 ohm, B, and 15 ohm. Okay, and then third one is what is ammeter reading, what is ammeter reading. So ammeter reading, we find the current here. So see here one by one solution. So Roman 1 is there, state which type of connection it is, right, that is parallel. Okay, that is a parallel connection. Okay, next one, how much current flow through this and this, because the parallel means current is divided here. So for that when I can apply Ohm's law, that is IR. So voltage is same because of parallel. So current is changed, this is I1. I take this R1. Okay, this is R1 and this is R2. Now R1 is how much it is, see current voltage how much it is, voltage is given now, voltage is not given here, so voltage is 3 ohm, it is 3 volt. Okay, so 3 volt is equal to what is I1 is we have calculated, what is R1, R2 is 10. So how much it is, I1 is equal to 3 by 10 ampere. Okay, so this is what first one, 3 by 10 ampere, that is about how much it is, 0.3 ampere. Okay, now let us see next one, V is equal to IR, so it is V is equal to I2 R2, so V is how much, 3, so 3 by R2 is 15, so how much it is, I2, so 3 1 ja 3 5 ja, so 1 by 5 it is, 1 by 5 is R2, so 1 by 5 nothing but how much it is, 0.2 ampere. Okay, 0.2 ampere. Okay, you have to be calculated. Okay, so that is very important, you have to be remember. So what is ammeter reading here? So ammeter reading is nothing but, okay, it is total current, parallel means total current. Okay, total current is I1 plus I2, that is I1 is how much, 0.3, here 0.2, so it is how much, 0.5 ampere. So students, these are what the very important question you have to be practice in your home. Okay, such practice, that problems are on the parallel, on the series are there be asked. Okay, so these are very important questions what we are discussed today, and some questions are there, on which factor does the resistance of a conductor depend. So we are already study about that. Okay, on what factors does the resistance of a conductor depend, that is all about the length of a conductor, area of cross section, nature and temperature. Okay, these are there. Another some questions are there from NCERT, thin and thick. So solve all those problems, that is very important related to the resistivity. I say the word thin is there means the area is less, thicker means area is more. So that is all questions you have to be learn, and the parallel in the series you have to solve these such of problems. Okay, and the case of water heater, so that is we have water heater we selected always because of high resistivity, and then electric transmission we take low rho. Okay, so sometimes they give the value of rho. So see here resistivity high value means it is for suitable for heater. Okay, and rho less value is suitable for resist transmission, that is very important. Sometimes they give the rho values, and just then our question is that which is selected for transmission. So for transmission of electricity you take less rho value, and for water heater you use more rho value. So these are very important point you have to be understand, and you have to be read and take a revision on this concept. One is factor affecting and one is parallel and series connection. So in factor affecting about it is a formula R is equal to rho into L by A, and then about resistivity all the points, and then come to the formula, so calculate length, calculate resistivity, that is area, sometimes diameter is given, so you can take 4 pi R square, and then directly is there, so you can solve directly. After that parallel connection, in parallel connection you have to practice the parallel diagram, connection diagram, parallel diagram and the series diagram, and after that you have to practice the formula. In series you can take R1 plus R2 plus R3, in the parallel we can take 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3, that is the formula. After that you have to be practice that advantage and the disadvantage of parallel and series connections. So these are numericals. One numerical is related to the electricity, and one is related to the Ohm's law, and one is to the PD, and one is to the this parallel series. So and Ohm's law is there. So after that some problems are there, which is electric power and electric heating effect, electric current, which is we learn in the next videos. Okay, so today's concept is over, and these are all revision we take today. So in the next video we are come with the important concept of heating effect of electric current and the electric power, and that is the last video, and that is the way where the chapter is completed. Okay, so you understand all these revision. So hope this help you to for in LA examination. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video, share video, and subscribe my channel to get the new videos. Okay, click notification for the update in my channels. Okay, so again thank you so much.